Altcoins are ripping as XRP, ADA, and other altcoins start to pump and making new highs as the bull market heats up. I'll share the charts on what may happen next. And Jim Cramer comes out bullish on Bitcoin. We got to watch out here. I'll play the clip of what he had to say. And Donald Trump selects his Treasury Secretary, who's very pro-crypto. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, Bitcoin failed to hit $100,000. Right now it's back below 99,000. We were so close. It was at around 99,700 bucks. But then it cooled off. And some people are blaming Jim Cramer, who today said, I am bullish on Bitcoin. It's a winner. Let me play the clip for you.
We call MSTR. We used to call that Mr. MSTR. I've got to tell you, it's a Bitcoin play. I prefer to actually own Bitcoin. I know that Citron put some sort of short on it. All I can tell you is own Bitcoin. That's a winner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of the lightning round.
So as you guys know, we got to inverse Cramer, right? He's the contrarian signal. He's the guy setting up the exit liquidity for his Wall Street buddies. But all jokes aside, Bitcoin was due for some sort of pullback. It's been heavily overbought, very heated, and we are close to 100K. As I've been telling you guys, I have the thesis that the whales want to get Bitcoin to 100K around Thanksgiving, so that Thanksgiving dinner, there will be a lot of discussions around Bitcoin and crypto, and that will kick off a retail FOMO. We've seen that in previous cycles. So maybe Bitcoin cools down, which would be normal. It builds support levels, and then next week, closer to Thanksgiving, it rips past 100,000. You know what happens then: media frenzy, the Thanksgiving dinner, table talk, and much more. But Cramer is undefeated. But guys, altcoins are stealing the show right now. We got some significant moves. XRP has been ripping. It's at $1.59, up 16.36% in the past 24 hours, up 79 or near 80% over the past 7 days. Also, Cardano, look at this, ripping as well. It is over $1. It's currently at $1.10, up near 26% over the past 24 hours, up over 52% over the past 7 days. We also got movement from AVAX or Avalanche AVAX. So a lot of altcoins are waking up. Look at Stellar Lumens. It's near 45 cents. It is up over 215% over the past 7 days. So guys, the liquidity flowing through the market, very bullish. In fact, Tether today minted another billion in USDT. Over the past 5 to 6 days, they've minted over 5 billion, guys. So that liquidity will make its way through the market. But, we got to be cautiously optimistic because these pumps are not going to go up in a straight line. There will be pullbacks. We've seen these pullbacks in the bull markets, sometimes up to 30%. So just be mentally prepared for that, right? They will come and shake you. You'll start to feel some fear, which I think is healthy, right? Because right now the market is in a extreme greed phase. And when you're in that phase, it doesn't last very long. It doesn't mean the bull market's over. It's just from the short-term time frame, it just means we need to cool down. But guys, you look at the XRP chart, looking very bullish, and XRP is making its way back to almost that high we set in the previous bull market. And I think once it breaks through that $2 mark, it's going to be clear skies from there. Of course, the old all-time high is around like $3.60, and I'm expecting higher highs. I'm expecting XRP to break through $5 and possibly go to $8 or $7, around that range. No one can call the exact top, but I'm going to start taking profits on XRP as we hit $4.50 and higher and ladder out in phases. Now you look at the Cardano chart, it's a very similar move. Cardano and XRP's chart look very similar. Speaking of this time frame, not the all-time chart, but good sign, guys. Very good sign. And it's awesome to see these blue chip altcoins moving because meme coins really dominated the early part of this bull market. And don't get me wrong, meme coins have been moving, Dogecoin and so forth, but great to see these legacy coins move, because a lot of people were spreading FUD. Remember those people who were hating on all these tokens, right? But we don't move by feelings and emotions, guys. We move by data. We look at the charts, the fundamentals, the macro, and obviously news of adoption. Because if there's building on the blockchain, there's ETFs and all these things being launched or filed for, that's very good for these assets. So I hold both XRP and ADA, and these things are doing really well. We know that Solana has been, one of the leaders in the market from an altcoin perspective, getting a lot of VC liquidity. So it's been doing well. Everybody's waiting for Ethereum to start moving. It has underperformed. It's underperforming many assets like Solana and so forth, but that doesn't mean it's not going to pump. So make sure when you're listening to people, they give you the full picture, right? It doesn't mean Ethereum is not going to hit new highs. It's just the gains are not going to be as big as certain other altcoins, like maybe XRP, maybe Solana. Well, certainly Solana. Solana's outperformed it, but it's going to retest its respective price points. And then I think it's going to have a huge rally. Remember, there's an Ethereum ETF out there. BlackRock has it and many others, and they're going to push it to their clients. And ETH is the number 2 in the market. So it has that visibility, the brand, and much more. So I think it will rally. And as always, it just depends on your entry price, right? I'm not buying ETH here. I bought ETH at the bottom, and even in previous cycles, I bought it at the bottom. So people who are buying here, yeah, their gains are not going to be great, but it's always about when did you enter the market. There are people who bought coins years ago, and now they're looking to exit the market, right? So keep these things in mind. Now, a great place you can buy XRP, ADA, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and many other altcoins is on Uphold. This is an exchange I've been using for years, since 2018. They have 300 plus cryptocurrencies on their platform. They're easy to use. They're safe. They're reliable. Guys, they are fully reserved. They don't commingle or lend out your crypto funds. They have a transparency report that you can take a look at. They're available in over 150 countries. They support tons of fiat currencies. They're very unique. They have a feature where you can go between every asset. So gold to crypto, gold to fiat, fiat to gold, fiat to crypto, and much more. You can easily exchange things. And when you take profits, or if you have dry powders, you can use their USD interest account, where you can earn up to 4.65% APY. And there's no fees, there's no lockups, and it's FDIC insured. So if you'd like to learn more about Uphold, check out the link in the description. Now, guys, I want to share something that J.W. Verrett said. He's a professor. He's been involved in crypto. He's worked with the SEC in the past, and I've had him on the podcast over the years. He tweeted out something today, which I thought is very important for you guys to know. He said Gary Gensler was not the final boss. The final boss is the National Security Republicans and the big bank lobby. The crypto/MAGA alliance must stay strong to defeat them. So I think there's some truth here. Remember, Gensler didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, I hate crypto now." He was lobbied by the big banks, TradFi folks. We've talked about that for years now, right? And that we saw Jamie Dimon and Elizabeth Warren show their cards earlier this year when they aligned and they were bashing crypto, and they gave away the whole plan, right? Because these banks don't like that you can bypass them with stable coins and move money. You are not putting your money in their checking account, but going and staking it and earning higher yield. You can invest without them. They don't like that, right? They were the gatekeepers, and they're getting disrupted. So they call up their buddies in Washington, D.C., like Elizabeth Warren and Gary, and hey, send the Wells notices, launch the lawsuits, kill these crypto startups. They're not killing crypto now because all those banks and Wall Street firms are now here launching products and building with the technology, right? So it's pretty clear what's been going on here. So I think JW is right. So we do have to be vigilant, and let's see how things will play out. Even though, we have the most pro-crypto Congress coming in, which is good. That's a big win on our side. Obviously, a pro-crypto president, Donald Trump, and the industry is taking huge wins in the courts against the SEC and these other agencies which have been acting unlawfully. Now, speaking of the SEC, today we got news that the SEC Commissioner Jaime Lizarraga says he intends to step down on January 17th, but he's stepping down because he has some personal issues. I think his wife fell ill, so he's going to step away. That's a life issue there, obviously. But Eleanor Terra, Fox Business, highlighted that there will only be one Democrat left, and that is Caroline Crenshaw. And this means that there will now be 3 open seats for Trump to fill come January 20th. It also means that until those nominees have been confirmed, there will be a 2-to-1 Republican majority at the SEC. Mark Hewitt and Hester Peirce, the Republicans, and Crenshaw, the Democrat. So very interesting. And I think that we could possibly see Hester Peirce or Mark Hewitt to become the temporary chairs until the role is filled. So just an update there, guys. It's going to be a very interesting January and possibly into February until, Trump assigns somebody. Now, speaking of Donald Trump assigning people, Donald Trump has chosen Scott Bessent to be the next Secretary of the Treasury. Now, he is very bullish on crypto. He gets it. Let me play a clip of him speaking to the folks at Fox on November 12th.
I've been excited about the president's embrace of crypto, and I think it fits very well with the Republican Party, the ethos. Crypto's about freedom, and the crypto economy is here to stay. The Democrats are running from it because they're trying to wash off the stench of Sam Bankman-Fried and his family's donations to the Democratic Party. So they're willing to take down a whole industry because of bad behavior on their part, bad behavior one actor. And I think that everything's on the table with Bitcoin. And to me, one of the most exciting things about Bitcoin is for a generation of investors who maybe post the great financial crisis have been looking for investment opportunities, or maybe they'd soured on markets. Crypto is bringing in young people. It's bringing in the people who haven't participated in markets, and having a market culture in the U.S. and people believing that markets work for them is a centerpiece of capitalism.
Wow, very bullish statements, right, folks? He absolutely gets it. He's open-minded, and he called out the Democrats with Sam Bankman-Fried. So, wow, it's great that we will have someone at the Treasury who's pro-crypto. We're going to have a pro-crypto SEC chair. We got a pro-crypto Congress, as mentioned, and a pro-crypto president. And Donald Trump is looking at a White House crypto role. So, crypto is here to stay. Yes, will there be challenges? Will the bank lobby try to continue to sneak in things and so on and so forth? Yes, but it's not going to be like it was over the past 4 years. Clearly, right? It's a very different environment. So I think if you go against crypto now, it's a political death sentence. I mean, we just witnessed that with the elections, both in Congress and, of course, the presidential election. Now, I'm not saying crypto is the number one issue or the only issue why certain folks lost, but crypto was the biggest spender in this election. And the people who are part of Elizabeth Warren's anti-crypto army lost significantly, and pro-crypto candidates, they won by a landslide. So the times have changed, folks. Everyone is moving in the direction of crypto. It's exciting times. And Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, was actually happy about this appointment. He said, Scott Bessent is the perfect pick by Donald Trump. He will be the most pro-innovation, pro-crypto Treasury Secretary we've ever seen. So big endorsement here by Brad. And I don't think Brad just randomly tweets out about people. I think he knows. And they've been meeting with some of the Trump folks. In fact, Donald Trump has been meeting with various crypto industry folks. I think it was reported earlier this week, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong was going to be meeting with Trump. So guys, things are looking incredibly bullish. I'm excited. This bull market is heating up, and obviously there will be a blow off top. I remind you, have a plan, know what price points you're taking profits at, and stick to that plan, guys. Be careful with ridiculous price predictions that are going to start popping up. People will make up all kinds of things. They won't show you charts. They won't show you fundamentals. They won't show you on-chain data. But on this podcast, this channel, we're going to show you all of that. We're going to show you in the newsletter and on the video and everything. So make sure that you stay focused and don't get too blinded by greed, because things will get euphoric. It will get exciting. It will seem like it won't stop. But remember, bull markets don't last forever. A bear market will return. Take your profits. Walk away from this market with profits. If you are choosing to take profits, some of you are saying, hey, I don't need the money. I'm just going to hold. You're right. But, I think the majority of us want to walk away with money, and obviously you can reinvest in the bear market to buy the assets when they're depreciated again. So I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you all make incredible returns as we continue to see new gains being made here in the crypto market. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Guys, a great way you can support me is by signing up for my free email newsletter on Substack. It's 100% free. Link will be in the description. Also, be sure to grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon in paperback and digital. Grab a copy for yourself. Grab a few copies for your friends and family who want to learn about crypto. Help them to navigate the bull market as things get crazy. Help them to learn, to have the education about this technology, the why, the past, present, and the future. And the book includes investment tips as well. And if you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. It will really help me out. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.